Even though our office has been closed since early March, Fresh Energy is still making great progress in our mission to build bold policy solutions to achieve equitable, carbon-neutral economies.
These are unprecedented times, but our staff have been using video calls, webinars, digital organizing, and other strategies to keep getting the policy results that you expect from Fresh Energy. We wanted to give you a few highlights of what we're working on this year, starting with Justin and Jay.
The state capitol may have never been quieter, but the conversation hasn't stopped. All session long, in all our work, we'll be raising our voice with legislators, public officials, and partners to catalyze support for a carbon-neutral economy and to build public resolve for a more equitable, carbon-neutral Minnesota.
We're working hard across the political and social spectrum to craft a strong climate agreement for climate action and a carbon-neutral economy.
Some of the most important decisions affecting Minnesota's energy future happen at the Public Utilities Commission. Even though the hearing room is closed right now, there's more going on than ever. Fresh Energy is still participating in critical online hearings and submitting expert filings across dockets. There's major decisions being made on rate cases, integrated resource plans, coal plant closures, and much more. And Fresh Energy's policy staff is there every step of the way.
Fresh Energy's regulatory efforts around energy efficiency are helping Minnesota be a national leader by working with utilities to ensure that the needs of customers come first. The energy access and equity work we've been focused on these past few years is more critical now than ever before. COVID-19 has laid bare the challenge in front of us, and we're proud to be working for an equitable and just transition to clean energy that benefits and engages all communities. Anna will tell us more.
The most important part of a green recovery is ensuring that everyone gets a say, is involved in the process, and benefits from the transition to clean energy. That's why in process and outcome, Fresh Energy is committed to working with communities who have historically been left out of policymaking, yet are often the most impacted by the climate crisis. An important part of this transition is helping people understand what's really going on with clean energy. Dan knows something about that.
The way we use energy is changing fast, and some of the most exciting shifts are happening in our communities. The Energy News Network covers these stories and shines a light on energy policy decision-making across the country. We're an editorially independent news service of Fresh Energy, and our team of more than a dozen journalists covers the clean energy transition from coast to coast. Since we're always virtual, our work hasn't missed a beat. We're all staying home more these days, so you might want to hear a bit more about indoor air quality from Margaret.
Most people don't realize that if you've got a gas stove, you're combusting fossil fuels in your home, impacting indoor air quality, and contributing to carbon pollution. For these reasons and more, Fresh Energy is working in multiple venues to replace oil, gas, and propane with clean electricity. Now, this transition provides major benefits to all Minnesotans, and we are focused on significant education and outreach strategies, as well as advancing easy access to technology solutions like heat pumps based on water heaters, induction cooking, and more. As we shape policies to move off of fossil fuels and onto electricity, it is vitally important that we have a zero carbon grid. This is Isabel's bread and butter.
Minnesota-grown clean energy from wind and solar is the obvious choice and makes up a growing portion of our electricity supply. But, like with most things, the devil's in the details. Fresh Energy is one of the few groups that really digs into the nitty-gritty around renewable interconnection, pricing, and infrastructure, moving us toward a future where electricity is zero carbon, highly affordable, and a source of good-paying jobs.
In the US and Minnesota, transportation is the biggest source of emissions. One solution? Electric vehicles. By moving our cars, buses, and trucks off of fossil fuels and onto that clean electricity that Isabel mentioned, we can reduce emissions dramatically. A major focus of our work this year is making sure that Governor Walz's clean car standards are enacted, since they promise to bring Minnesotans a trifecta of benefits for our health, our pocketbooks, and our climate. We're glad you got this peek into some of Fresh Energy's work. There's much more that we do and many more staff people working hard each and every day to get results. To find out more and get the latest updates, check out our website, fresh-energy.org.